How's it going? What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are doing another Gamepickups video. Yes, I've brought them back. I promised you guys that in about like 20 videos ago. So today, as I said, we're gonna do another Gamepickups video. This is just a bunch of games that I've picked up around like this month, maybe the month before. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. First off, we have Space Invaders for Game Boy. I don't know why that. So this surprisingly not my favorite game of the bunch. It's just I'm not very good at it. It's, if you've not heard of Space Invaders, basically aliens come down from your screen and you just have to shoot them and prevent the city being infiltrated by aliens, basically, and you've got to shoot down racks and racks of just aliens and stuff. I never really got past stage 1. The Game Boy port, not really very special. Okay, so yeah, the Game Boy port is actually, it is quite special, to tell you the truth. If you have an SNES and the Super Game Boy adapter for it, which costs a stupid amount of money, it can actually unlock an entire like SNES sort of level embedded into the cartridge. So it is actually quite special for doing that. So I'm completely wrong when saying that the Game Boy port isn't special. It is. It's just not the biggest fan of the cartridge. Okay, back to you. Next game. Yeah, I picked this up for like $30. Next we have is Moonlighter. Moonlighter is a dungeon crawling game where you're in charge of a shop and you've got to go into this dungeon and find a bunch of materials for your shop. And once you do that, you're gonna set out on like an adventure and stuff. I don't know why you'd set out on an adventure if you're supposed to be running a shop, but that's just what the game is. Basically, so one of the first dungeons you ever come across, it gets majoritively harder once you go like into the more later stages of the game. I honestly need to play more of this. I played not much of this at all. But yeah, it gets majorly harder in the later stages of the game, and I think you can like go and like fight bosses and stuff whilst picking up utensils for your shop to sell. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this. I love the art style of this. It's really like 16-bit, really cool. And the soundtrack is awesome too. Love that. Okay, next game. We also have Lego 2K Drive. This is like my favorite game of the year. Well, it's close up there. Harry Potter: The Hogwarts Legacy is going to be my favorite game of the year, but it just has not come out yet on Switch. So yeah. So what this is I forget what his name is now. Clutch Racington has got this new racer to beat Shadow Z, which is the big evil racer of Bricklandia, right? And he can't quite do it himself, and so he sends you to fight drive all these races for him, whilst of course doing quests and doing doing missions and a lot of racing and a lot of like robot smashing and clown smashing and stuff like that. And yeah, this is an open world Lego racing game. It's an arcade open world Lego racing game. This is really fun, and to this day I've actually finished this game, not 100% because I'm not insane, but yeah, and basically another thing that you have to get to doing is you've got to sort of you got to go to I forgot what you got to do the Sky Cup Grand Prix, which is a big championship that everybody wants you to sort of compete in, and yeah, it's just really it's quite fun, and you also get to create whatever car you want to. The Lego customizer, Lego car customizer is really awesome in this game. I've made the DeLorean, I've made the brick, I've made the '60s television Batman one. Just an all-out great game. I love this to pieces. It's such a, no pun intended, but this is such a great game. Next game we have. Now don't laugh at this. Don't laugh at this. This is one of my favorite games of the bunch. This surprised me a lot. This is My Universe Fashion Boutique. So what this game is, it's basically you run a clothing store. So, and the first thing that happens is somebody employs you, and then in the next like 3 or 4 days of running the store for her, she asks, "Oh yeah, you can run the store from now on." And what you basically have to do is listen to customers' requests and sort of make them clothes to their liking, and you can be entirely too creative with this. I probably made clothes that I would never wear in my entire life. But you can actually. But this was a surprising favorite game of the bunch. I got totally addicted to this. I put in like 10 hours into this game probably. I just got too into it, and another thing that you get to do is you also get to have to make the dress or the top or the jeans. You have to use the. So the first thing you got to do is you got to pick out the design you want, right, and the type of garment you want. Then you got to cut it into place or shape the garment. Then you've got to start sewing it, and then you've got to shape it all together with like these pins and a ruler and stuff. It's really quite cool. I actually had a lot of fun with it. This was in complete blind buy when I was at Big W with a Infinity Shredder 20. He said, "Oh yeah, you should get like a." He was like, "Oh yeah, you should get a girls game." And so it was joking. Like, we were talking about like Barbie games and stuff. How there's not many on Switch, and he said, "Oh yeah, I dare you to get this." I'm like, "Okay, I'll get it." And so here we are, $30 later. I got it. So this is a really interesting and really quite fun. And if you want something, if you're into like a lot of fashion and stuff, highly recommend you pick it up. This is really fun. Okay, yeah. Next game. This game I have not played a bunch of because I'm actually planning on doing a playlist of it. This is Life is Strange 2. I've only played the first 20 minutes of this game. You play as, I forget who you play. Yeah, Sean and Daniel Diaz you play as. So basically, the first thing that happens in the game, I haven't gotten to this bit yet, but the first thing that happens in the game is your dad passes away. He gets into like a car accident, and then you are left to take care of Daniel. Sean is like the eldest son, and you've got to take care of him, and you eventually find out that he has like levitating powers, and it sort of goes into that. There's a really weird like religious kind of side story to this, and it's quite messed up and but kind of cool. Have not played a bunch of this, but because I'm actually gonna do a playlist for my channel, because this is one of the Life is Strange games I've actually never played. I've seen gameplay of it and stuff, sure, but yeah, it's just I've not played that much of it at all because of those reasons. But really good game, I highly recommend it. Oh yeah, one thing I'm gonna have to mention is this was a digital only or digital exclusive game, so you can only get this on the Nintendo eShop. You can't get this in the physical store. Some dickhead will be able to figure out how to get a physical edition, but yeah, as far as I know, this is digital. The only way you're seeing this right now is I actually go to a guy from America, and he makes all this stuff for me. He makes like custom Switch cases. As you can see, there's completely nothing in here. So yeah, he charges like charges like 25 bucks a case, which is relatively good. Yeah, I just wanted to, and yeah, if you want interested in making sort of uniforming the games you have on your Switch store, then consider checking out my link in the description. His eBay page is linked down there, unless something's happened to it, which I don't think will happen. So yeah, but this is really fun. I highly recommend it. Next game we have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. This was a really fun game. I needed to own this because I'm trying to complete the all the Lego games on the Switch store. I've only got about 3 more to get, but yeah, this was a really fun. So basically, the way the game starts is I think Kang the Conqueror is decided to take over a lot of parts of like the main area. There's a Uganda. There's New York City. There's Queens. I could go on and on. But he's basically taken over the entire city, and he's like this big freaking sword in the sky, and you've got to actually take care of like be a superhero and take care of it and stuff, and whilst doing missions and collecting studs and mini kits and stuff like that. Really fun. I needed to own this because I own it on Xbox One, just not on Switch, because I've just yeah, the Switch is like my newest console. It's not my newest console, but it's my newer console. But this is really fun. The character customizer is really fun in this. You can pretty much make anybody you want. It's just so fun. So highly recommend you pick up Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Really fun. Next we have this is the Switch variant of Nintendogs for DS. This is Little Friends Dogs and Cats. So if you've never owned a dog in your life, I suggest you pick this up, because this is goes into a lot of detail of looking after a pet and stuff. I unfortunately don't have a lot of time because I have 4 dogs, but yeah. So you first off get to choose a hound. You can choose whatever breed you want. I list the breeds off, but I can't remember. And then you got to name him, and then you got to teach him to come to you. You got to feed him, brush him, wash him, him or her. And then eventually you'll go out and like in dog competitions and stuff. It's sort of the same as Nintendogs, but this is Switchified. So really fun game. And if you're in need of like a dog to take care of, and then you can virtually take care of one in this game. It's not bad, but it's quite good. I needed to own this because we don't have a Nintendogs game for Switch. This is the closest thing we have to one, but really quite fun. Yeah, it's I think it's in my Switch actually, so that's fun. Okay, next we have is Batman Arkham City. So what has happened in this game is basically Bruce Wayne has decided to take an interest in Parliament, and everybody in Gotham City sort of doesn't like that because he doesn't know much about like Parliament and stuff, him being a billionaire and stuff. So what happens is I forget who the main guy is. I'll put him on screen. I shouldn't have to do this, but yeah, he's the main villain of the game. I think it's like Pokepark or something. I'm not sure, but basically you get captured, you get brought into this like I think it's Arkham Asylum. I'm not too sure. But yeah, and then after that you escape eventually, and then you go into this area where you have to fight all these goons, and then you've got to find Catwoman to help you out, even though you're Batman and you shouldn't need help. But Catwoman should know more about the situation than you do. So you go into this this hallway. You're gonna see a recording and stuff. And you're gonna fight bad guys and go into this massive grand hall thing, sort of. Yeah, really fun. I'm not honestly not really a fan of this. Really fun. And I need to play a lot more Batman games. I honestly don't play enough of them. But yeah, okay, the last game we have on the list is something that I needed to own. This is Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure. This basically is what happens is you're placed in this this generated world, and this generated Pokemon world, and you sort of, I think Pikachu, Piplup, and Chikorita are your friends, and you're sort of wandering around, and you find this hole in the ground, and you go on as you do. You explore this sort of hole, and you accidentally fall in, and that is where you land into Pokepark, which is where the main sort of thing, sort of story progresses. I don't know I don't know if there's a massive I don't know if there's a massive story into this. But what you've got to do is you've basically got to compete and play mini games with a lot of other Pokemon like Charmander, Feraligatr, Venusaur, Electivire. I'm just naming stuff off this. This is a really fun game. I'm not sure what the main objective is in this game. I didn't pay very much attention. I think I should. I'm not sure. There's some sort of main villain in the game, and you got to get a bunch of collectibles, which you get off completing challenges from other Pokemon you beat, and in turn you'll get to the end of the game. I'm not sure the big legendary of the game is. I'm not really too sure about that. Have not played a lot, but definitely need to play more of this. If you want to see a full video of this, I'd love to bring this to you. This is one of my childhood games. And this was expensive. This was like $100. If you want to know, like Switch games, as soon as they come out, they're like 100, 150. This was up there, and the game's like 20 years old, 30 years old maybe. But yeah, this was so fun. I honestly need to play more. If you want me to do a video on it, I'll be glad to bring it to you. This is just such a fun game. Highly recommend this if you're a Pokemon fan. Alright, and yeah, so that's the game pickups video for today. I've blasted through it somehow, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to see a video of any of these games, just post down in the comments. I'm always down in my comments. Don't say that I'm not, because I am. I look at my comments every day. It's kind of sad, but yeah, just if you want to play a game like Pokepark 2, just hit me down in the comments saying, oh yeah, I'd love to know more about this game and stuff, and I'd love to see more of it. Just post down in the comments below, and I might do either a live stream or a gameplay, or yeah, of that. It's just fun. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want more, hit the like button. I'll be doing another one of these next month. I want to keep them monthly, because I'm not insane. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay scared, my friends. See you later. Bye.